All right, let's jump back in. We just cut away from Vulcan and Reaper and Omnimorph.
Yeah.
What? Uh, we, back to Dragon and Bastion. Yeah, Dragon and Bastion, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the cycle. All right, Bastion. You just
Yeah.
determined that. I think you just taunted Morningstar, right?
Yeah, and I rolled an A.
And there's a giant dark ent. What do you do next?
I'm on nobody's side. Because
Most of these trees
everyone's
were my friends.
terrible.
Basti, what do you do? That's really funny.
I'm tempted to burn again.
Man. You're gonna burn again?
I'm
Do you
tempted.
feel like you have the time?
You gotta. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna burn the tree end. I'm gonna absorb it. That's how that works, right? That's how I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna absorb it.
You should just fly into it and then turn it into your armor suit.
I think that would be a roll to do that without like dying. So probably like unleash your powers to like get in and past so that you can.
So roll a freak roll to see if that's how I can use my.
Yeah, to see if you can get in there and absorb it, right?
There was one other time I think we had it probably was Bastion with somebody else, where we had to figure out how two people manipulating the same substance works. I think it was with the guy who's made out of stone. And I remember the thing you said was that for manipulating, your proximity is exponentially empowering. So because he's the stone, that one kid was his body, he had much better control over it than Bastion could from a distance. So if you get closer to the tree mech than this guy, theoretically that lesson should carry, and you should have better control over this tree than he does.
Essentially, right? If you're close enough to it.
Figured we could call back to that moment, because I think that was the thing Bastion specifically learned.
Yes, that's true. He learned that in a tournament against Statue.
Yeah, trying to manipulate him.
Yeah,
since I've done it before, I can wield my powers with precision and grace.
I don't know if you've done that 1,000 times, but maybe
you've done it once.
Yeah, I actually don't think you've had a lot of experience.
Yeah,
fighting other benders.
I was just saying that to get Connor's goat.
Well, actually, I guess there was also that other bender guy.
My cow.
All right, I'm gonna roll freak.
I think I'm pretty funny today. I don't know why y'all encourage it about.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Full hit, nice.
There it is.
I know. I was just saying that for the bit. The bit, y'all. All right, so you get it. So I mean, yeah, you get past, right? And
I kind of just
think
like charge
the
it.
tree ends like it tries to like bear hug you almost, like just to consume you with itself, and then it just like implodes from the inside. Well, I guess roll burn now, right?
Oh, yeah.
To see if
this could go catastrophically wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Very good.
Well, you can.
I'm gonna use a team, I think, somehow.
All right, I mean, yeah, I guess you decide who you spend the team on. I think spending the team on
Morningstar.
Morningstar makes the most sense here, but up to you.
Yeah. He's like, oh my gosh, this kid is literally dead.
Yeah, he's like, and he comes over to help you. So yeah, if you agree, I guess I haven't removed any team yet because you spent it on.
I didn't spend.
No, you didn't spend it that one time. Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
I believe he spent one, right?
Are you sure? It was the 9 to a 10 that I didn't spend.
Right, but I think there was a 6 to a 7 somewhere.
Oh, there was a 6 mundane. Oh yeah. So, okay,
but maybe you didn't.
Oh yeah. No, I did. I did spend.
Yeah, you did spend that on dragon.
Yep.
Okay, so we're down to one team. Just heads up, everybody. Yeah, you're good.
You're the only one fighting to the death so far, so go for it. Well, that's I guess Vulcan is, but he's not a player character.
But he's not a player character, right?
Yeah. That 6 is would result in Three
conditions.
Yeah, that's right. You really don't want to fail
Yep.
that move.
Yep. But you still mark a condition from the 7.
Yeah.
So you also get 2 burn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I think you get consumed by it, and I think we see a shot of inside, and you're like trying to like pull it in, and he's just too powerful. He's too powerful over the darkness, like the corruption or whatever. And then we get like a Morning Star's motif, and we just see he's like already above the Ent, dark Ent thing, and he just like he's like pointing, he's like upside down. And he just like puts out his hand towards it, and a sun appears and just starts like incinerating it. And then at that point in time, you pull a bunch of wood out, and you maybe like break through it, and you're surrounded by more wood. And then he just like burns the black ichor away.
Thanks, but it's also about time.
Yeah, he's still mad at you, but he
not mad enough to let a child die.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, please."
I believe the order of operations is your turn.
Oh, that's right. I have to do something now, right? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, hey, I'll just keep throwing pasta.
Did you inflict a condition?
You know what? I think
I did guilty.
All right, then condition.
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't inflict a condition. He inflicted himself a condition, but you just burned. So
you did burn.
Yeah, you haven't inflicted a condition on the enemy, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say that once you break free, you see that Quagmire actually has Dragon like under the mud.
Oh man.
Kind of like how you were before. Like he's like getting out a bit with like breathing, but then like shooting up some flames and stuff like that. But but Quagmire seems to have him pretty tightly.
I'm going to quick make a bunch of use some of the carbon I just got to make like big drills to like launch like deep into like the Quagmire part and kind of like turn into a blender. So to minimize his control of it.
Basically like minimize his control over it.
Yeah, so it's just like in a constant state of like flux, so he's not able to control it as well. And it'll like throw him around so Dragon can get out.
Throw him around so Dragon can get out.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna pull him. I'm gonna pull Dragon as well as part of it.
It sounds really complex.
Well, yeah. This is it. You just threw a giant tree ent at me.
Well, yeah, but I guess I mean like he's like a mud bender, right?
Yeah.
And so like if you're moving the mud, it's not like he loses control over the mud, right? Like, can you spin the drills of the like? It would maybe mess him up a little bit, but I guess
if what's her face was trying to manipulate water, but there was
Katara,
water was like in a tornado.
Yeah. I feel like she would be able to do it,
but not.
She'd like pull out some of it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like, so like you're swirling that, right?
Yeah.
I guess I feel like he would just be able to separate streams from it, right? And then just like keep like dunking him from like above.
Well, that's why I'm pulling him as well.
I guess roll. This is definitely not precision and grace.
I think,
but yeah,
shouldn't Dragon just be able to dry this guy out?
He's severely injured.
Sure.
He was cut. He lost a lot of blood, and he cauterized his wounds.
Yeah.
So he's tired.
That's a good point. I'm gonna make the drills really hot.
I'm sorry. What?
Remember, I can make carbon hot. It's gonna dry out the mud.
He's inside of the mud.
Yeah.
You're gonna boil a dragon?
Dragon is resistant to heat.
Yep. I mean, do you want to test that right now? Like, how resistant to heat could he be?
What's more? If he's heat resistant to fire, I'm pretty sure he's heat resistant to like some hot.
But that's not how magic works.
Because he fought against the other fire guy, and I
Yeah.
don't think there was any indication that he was like fireproof. Was there?
He
Well, no,
is
he was
fire resistant,
resistant.
but definitely not
He is?
fireproof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, fire's just heat, right?
Yeah.
Basically. But
yeah, but like it's like fire heat is what he's resistant to, not like heat.
I don't explain to us quick scientifically how that works.
See that it's not science though; it's magic. No, I'm just kidding. So he definitely is resistant to heat. Like, I mean, maybe he likes it like 100 degrees in his house, or he's probably not like that. Like, that's
The
like
mud
that.
isn't going to boil
the
instantly.
point
This
is-
is an ongoing effect.
I do think that,
Okay.
especially in his current condition, this might be risky anyways. Even if normally he'd be fine, I feel like now he probably wouldn't be. He's like dying.
Let's answer it. Let's answer.
Okay.
Questions
Should I do
one.
the
Let's say
should I do
don't
the
do
boring
that.
answer and just pull him out again with the? We're running a show here. We're running a show here, Connor.
Can you-
No, so the drill thing, I understand that the drill thing makes it interesting, and you're pulling him out as well. Like, kind of makes like a whirlpool effect, so it like lowers and you can pull him out. I like that idea, but I think if you're superheating it at the same time, I feel like it's just too much for one roll. I'll say that.
Okay,
Can
that's
you,
fine.
Then we don't
can you
have to argue
scoop
about
him out of the ground and just like lift him into the air?
Yeah,
You
that's
do that
boring.
The mud guy?
That's literally what I did last time I saved him. I tried to
I don't mean dragon. I mean the mud guy.
Oh,
Like, can you just like take the mud that is him and like take the dirt around it and like lift him? And
well, I'm not sure how carbonated the mud is. Andy's way closer to it than I am.
That
I'm
I
in the
never want to
ground.
think about it in terms of like bending battle. It's more mud than it is carbon, right?
yeah, I meant the not mud around him, but it doesn't matter.
Well, he's in the mud. I think you mean like
the
beneath
whole
the mud,
whole
right?
like battlefield is like
Oh, is it?
baggy.
Yeah, it's all muddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. I don't know why
And
I
that's
thought
just
I thought he
quaggy.
was just making the ground mud where he
Right.
was.
You guys are fighting in a giant mud bath.
That's awful.
Yeah.
And apparently the mud is carbonated, which is this concept I don't really want to think about again.
Oh,
Okay.
dude!
Man. Soda
Oh my
pops
gosh.
here. What?
Whenever
Yeah,
Soda
exactly.
Pop tries to drink, it's carbonated. I'm just gonna freeze it. She can't drink it.
She's on our side now. You don't have to try it.
But that would have been such a good idea in the past.
She would have died.
Very good. Anyways,
man.
yeah. That's
Oh yeah, we were just waiting for you to roll that all day. Wait, why are you rolling
Bastion-
Savior?
Because I'm saving him.
No, you're unleashing your powers. You're reshaping your environment, right?
Oh.
Doesn't
I
that
mean,
make more sense?
Yeah, already
I
rolled
guess.
it. That's fine.
Well, I thought I was defending him, and that was just like the narration of how I was defending him.
I think it's more. I think it's more unleash your power. I think you're more
Okay, that's
reshaping
fine.
your environment. I like the effect of reshaping your environment is getting him out of that, but it's not. I guess when I think of like you're rescuing somebody, it's more that you're like
Mhm.
like coming to their aid, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more like you charge in and like scoop them out of the mud and like
Okay,
fly
that's-
away.
that's-
I guess I
that's
don't know.
I
This
mean,
is borderline. Flip of a coin.
You want me to re-roll, or do you want me to take it?
I mean, technically speaking, there's nothing in your like move set or rules. Like your labels are the same. You don't have any conditions for either of them, so we just could take that roll, and it's just a 7 to 9 on freak instead. Market condition or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. I mean, you could just say it's temporary, right?
It's
The
already
drills
been
lose
temporary.
effects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get Dragon out, right?
Uh-huh.
So you get Dragon out, and he's like, like coughs up some mud,
Mhm.
and he's like, oh, but he's like ragged now. He's like, he I think he like turns and he doesn't. Maybe he like needs to wipe the mud out of his eyes before he like realizes it's you, and he almost like firebends at you, and then he's like, ah, and then like turns and looks and sees Quagmire and like shoots back after him.
All right. Man, should I just kill Tree Guy quick? Try to do that, or should I fight Quagmire too?
Up to you. I think if you turn and look, I think Morningstar is like superheating the area around where he thinks that person
Tree
is,
Guy
like
is?
trying
Okay.
to like.
I'll
You think that
do a
he's
move
like
on
fighting him.
Quagmire. Then.
I will say I think that Quagmire is probably the one you have the least tools to kill because he's just a mud puddle.
Well,
Whereas,
when the mud is gonna be boiling here in a second.
well, yeah, that's what I meant. Plasma guy could probably just kill him.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Plasma guy?
yeah, Sun Dude.
Oh, Morningstar.
Yeah, that guy. Mace guy could just kill him. And
Our
whereas
equivalent to Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
We're really stretching now.
Yeah, but you could probably kill Tree Guy better. I don't know. This is my thought.
Yeah, maybe he's just like burning up all of the like he's just like cleansing the earth. He's like burning up all the plants and stuff. He's just like cleansing it.
You know, you can get rid of Tree Guy and just
making more carbon.
Get Hitman out of there. He could just bomb the whole thing, right? Yeah, there you go.
That is a good idea. We could just leave.
Yeah.
What is Mud Guy gonna do? Fly?
What you gonna do, Mud Boy? Fly at me?
Your call.
Hey Dragon, should we just like leave?
He just is like and is like just attacking Quagmire with everything he has, and Quagmire's like using a bunch of mud, but starts looking like concerned, and he's kind of like glancing over at what Morningstar's doing, and he's like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna make the drills real hot.
In the mud, you mean?
Yeah, the drills that like the big drills that are like spinning in the mud right now. I'm just gonna make them hot.
Well, we decided that effect was temporary, but I think maybe you just like put a bunch of.
Oh, I thought the effect of Dragon being saved was temporary.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean that's
sure.
been the
okay.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what it was. That's what it was last time. He just got caught again.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with the drills. I don't know what
no,
happened to the drills.
Make the drills hot.
Well, okay, I'm just saying, like what what happened to the drills?
I was just going to say that you like lost control of the carbon, and he took over with the mud, right?
Okay, I'll reestablish control of the drill.
I thought we said this was a show. We're trying not to make it boring.
Well, yeah, I'm making them hot.
Making them hot.
And spinning
on the lights. Oh no, he's hot.
Yeah. Like the candles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
He's got to boil the mud and then dry.
Can I suggest a cooler idea?
Sure.
I think you have a bunch of carbon, right? Instead of just having it all be just drills, why don't you just plant a bunch of carbon pebbles in the mud everywhere, and then just superheat it all, like you're steaming, like it's a
sauna.
Yeah, like a sauna.
Dropping the rocks in the the hot water on the rocks. What I don't know, cold water on the rock. However they do it.
I'm pretty sure it's not water on the rocks. It's never water on the rocks.
It's
something else on the rocks.
Yeah, it's always like alcohol on the rocks.
I wield my powers with precision and grace.
I don't know. I think if you poured alcohol on the rocks in a sauna, you might have some unfortunate side effects.
You'd be breathing. You'd be breathing in.
No, this is definitely unleash your powers. If only just because like it's such a mass scale that it's very easy that this is like an unstable or temporary situation, right?
Sure.
Or like a market condition on a 7 to 9. I feel like this is pretty wild.
Yeah. 13.
Unreal. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, you've got a good mixed bag with me so far.
Yeah, here's how this is going to go down. You just like superheat everything, and the mud just like evaporates.
Nice.
It just like you just completely change the environment. It's just a bunch of steam. Like you guys just realize you're in you're just in like a big like a dip in the landscape now, as
just
the like
inhaling
mud.
Quagmire now.
Yeah, and off to the side, you see Morningstar actually like has centered his abilities around what's his name, Blightbringer, and basically he's defenseless now, and basically Morningstar just like controls the heat and just basically like superheats him and makes him pass out, and then he just like releases control.
And then I kill him.
So at that point in time, once he's like passed out and you melt, like just or not melt, you just like evaporate all of the mud. Quagmire looks around and looks to you guys, and he just says, he just looks at you guys, and he puts his hands up, and he says, oh, I gotta find the line now. He says, when the opponent has already lost, to strike again is to strike yourself. And Dragon hesitates for just a second. And then Quagmire like kind of smiles. And Dragon goes in for the kill.
I knock him out.
You knock out who?
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, no,
right.
he's almost dead. And
All right.
He already has carbon like all over him. So
let's have that be the cliffhanger roll.
Okay.
And let's go over to Left Wing and Emoticon. Flashback time. Left Wing. You are like yeah, we get the like ripple effect. Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
We didn't have the budget for a sound effects guy.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you trying to say?
So Left Wing, you're there. It's kind of, this is kind of like a late night class. Everybody is like all the teachers are involved with this, and I think even what's his name is here this time as well, from the other school. Crystal guy, I forget.
Oh, the guy who analyzes powers.
Yeah, he can read the powers. I forget his name.
There's too many.
I have him in here somewhere.
There's too many lists of people.
Prism. That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's there too. So like you have a bunch of teachers that are here, and they're all like helping Emoticon. And maybe you and Emoticon are like sparring, right? And
Sure.
Like it's more just like you're practicing with his powers, and like you're teleported behind him and trying to mess with him, and he's just trying to like practice maybe like his like maybe his flying skills right now. That's what he's focusing on. I don't know. Sure. But you're just doing some general practice. Doomseer is there with you. They brought her in because they wanted her to be present for these in case something really blows up. If his powers trigger really bad, she'll see it coming. Sure. And be able to be like, no, everybody stop. That's kind of like their fail-safe.
Yeah.
And otherwise, the other teachers are like off to the side, kind of like discussing Emoticon's powers. I think Weightless is probably like hollering at you guys, like, go faster, punch harder. And Prism Prism is like kind of watching the fight and like taking notes and stuff like that. Is there I'm planning to kind of shift the scene towards more
sure,
where you want it to go, but that's just kind of where we're setting it. Is there anything in particular you want to narrate about this? This is kind of just like more like getting us a picture of what's been going on.
Right. So refresh my memory, because the plan here was only Emoticon can stand up to Reaper because he has multiple powers, but we need to awaken his combo powers, right?
Yeah, they're trying to awaken his combo powers and get him to be able to practice at such immense power levels. But essentially, this wasn't the teacher's plan. This came from Director Nolan. He came and basically like monologued to you about how it's essentially like, think about it like it's a fated battle between Emoticon and Reaper.
Sure. And I kind of feel like I remember them specifically trying to bring one power combo out. I think it was the one that it was angry and
sad.
Was it sad? It wasn't afraid.
Oh, maybe. So it was.
I think
the
it was
one
angry
that you
and sad.
did bring out was angry and sad. It was the ice and lightning thing.
Oh, okay.
Is what he did at the tournament. So they were like, okay, let's start there. Let's recreate that so we can practice with it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, all right. I just wanted to. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that's worked, right?
No.
No. Although if he's flying around, then he's got joy right now, right? So that.
Yeah.
I feel like probably what was happening before is his powers were like, you have to have an extreme emotion in one of those, and then it goes off. Whereas any nuance on it wouldn't make anything work. But now, kind of figuring out a way to add in a little bit of nuance and do two at once and kind of have them equal levels and combine
They both
them.
had to be extreme, right?
Yeah.
It was more about having them both be extreme.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but you're still right in the sense that it's nuanced to be that extreme about two motions at the same time. You have to like balance that.
What are his other
it's kind of
ones?
all three. So it's happiness is flying, sadness is electricity. Or no, sadness is electricity, anger is ice, fear is invisibility, and driven was like fast, or like processing perception faster.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I'll give you just the tiniest tidbit of like left wing is a little bit. There's no disgust yet. There's just a tiny bit of like there's a little tidbit of like left wing feels like maybe driven isn't just faster perception. Sure. Left wing has been a little bit like, I don't know, he's just kind of faster sometimes. Like, sure. I'll give you a little bit of like there's a tidbit there, because you're the one that's close up sparring with them.
Right. Well, I imagine Prism's probably seen some things about it too, right? He might have some notes on the function of that.
Oh yeah, true.
Because I don't think we've seen him use driven much.
No, not well, a little bit, but not much.
Yeah. Usually it's the ice and the flying. All right, yeah. I mean, so if I remember right, basically they're like, we need you to be mean and like make him mad again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we see kind of what we saw the last time they did that, right? Where he's like, you're fat. He's just really softballing and doesn't really know what to do. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe we come in on that, right? Where they're like, okay, whatever we're doing here isn't working.
And then he switches to happiness, kind of a.
Or yeah, I mean, I.
So you're saying it'd be better if we focused in on that.
I just think like whatever we're doing here isn't like whatever they've been doing hasn't had any results, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think you guys are kind of just doing like the happiness. Like he's just practicing right now, flying around. I think maybe it's kind of like the beginning of the class, maybe.
Okay.
And Doomsday looks bored, and I think maybe Weightless says, "All right, time's up," and or at like Duplicity and Prisms and Scab's request, and then you guys kind of like come down to where they're at, and Prism is like taking some notes, and like honestly, you've looked at his paper once, and it honestly looks like he's doing math equations. Like you're like, what is this guy? This guy is in like some ivory tower, like trying to figure this out.
Right.
And he says, yes, okay, so we would like to practice the anger and sadness combination again. We think that it'll work this time. But Left Wing, have you taken note of some of the phrases and lines that Angel has given you to trigger?
Your father was a hamster, and your mother smelt of elderberries. That's the first one.
Yeah. So I feel like Left Wing, you feel like the phrases are like kind of cringy.
Yeah, I'm like, look, Angel's good at smiling at cameras and telling people that they smell nice. These aren't going to work. All right.
Yeah. I think
gonna need a demon for trash talking.
I think he just kind of says, well, unless you have something better, I think it would be best to try it.
Okay, fine. No pressure, emoticon, everything rides on you. Don't screw this up. How does that make you feel?
He sighs, shrugs, and he says, I'm trying to get angry. And he doesn't answer you. He more looks at the teachers. He's like, I'm trying. I don't know.
In all honesty, that line is probably what he's been told for his entire life. I don't know if that gives him a lot of emotion at this point.
Right.
You know what? Left Wing, just roll Pierce the Mask. See if you can get under him and figure out like where is he at? Like what is he struggling with?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we see you take a couple of jabs and then you hit something that's like maybe a little close and maybe you can get there if you roll well.
Do I have influence over him at all? I do, don't I? Yeah, I influence him, so I get +1
yeah,
on
you
this,
do.
right?
Yes, you do.
Good, I need
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
How is that possible? Oh, because I have a penalty, right? Okay. Oh, I think I'm also angry. I don't know if I should be, honestly. But
Holy cow, that is not what I was expecting at all. But well, so this has been tricky
wouldn't have
before when
mattered.
we've done flashbacks because of this.
Yeah, this
Where
game
it's
does
like-
not do flashbacks typically.
No, it doesn't. But I think we keep them for the sole purpose. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway, right?
it wouldn't. Yeah, I was just
Fine
thinking that
either
+2
way.
would still be 4. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. But so essentially, I like to keep it because you're also thinking about that in the moment. So I want it to affect the present, but so then
Sure.
also I think the present should.
It's
like,
also just
apply to the
easier not to
past.
mess with it.
I agree. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to justify it.
It's fine. Don't worry
but
about
okay.
it.
So for
That was one of the reasons I never had any roles in the flashbacks in Elysian Road.
Yeah. my only thought was that I wasn't sure if I should be angry or not. That I don't remember why I was angry or if I've hurt anybody since then. So that's what I was hung up on. I wasn't sure. I haven't thought about
like
it in
after
3
the
months.
scene, right? I guess you hurt somebody.
Yeah, I did knock somebody out, but I don't know if I got it after that or not. I don't think I did, but I might have. That's what I don't remember. So, anyways, it doesn't
You got
matter.
it before, but okay, all right. So, yeah.
Probably
So,
I'll get rid of it during this one, I imagine.
yeah. So, yeah, obviously, you have no idea like what his problem is, and honestly, I feel like he just makes you angry. You're just like,
Sure.
like, dude, like this guy is so
Stupid face.
Yeah, like it's so frustrating. I feel like it's just all the same normal things, right? Like it's so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean,
he
I
has all this power, and all he has to do is get angry, and he can't do that. Like, come on.
Sure.
I feel like you're just super mad at him, and I feel like let's have this be kind of like what's been going on in the last few sessions as well. Is like you're not really getting to the heart of him, and you're more pushing him down that villain track because you're just so frustrated with him. You're not actually like being able to get through to him, and you're just like, oh, like.
So I mean, I think the result is the same, but I actually think it's kind of the opposite. I think Leftwing at least thinks he understands how Emoticon feels, right? Not that he relates, but that he understands why he feels that way. And I think that he's just been bad at being annoying too. Like I said, he softballs him. He feels like his heart isn't in it anymore, right? Like he doesn't mean any of the stuff he says anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why we haven't gotten anywhere, right? Like,
yeah,
I'm supposed to be making him angry, and I'm like,
it's more like apathy.
Yeah, like I he's literally just not trying because his heart isn't in it. Yeah. And obviously that doesn't make sense. But I think, I almost think it's the opposite of him being so frustrated that I think he just can't commit to what's happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I mean, I know that I don't think NPCs can roll, but I would almost be interested to see if Emoticon has any ability to tell that Leftwing is being weird. Because this is definitely, none of these conflicts have been like their other really heated head-to-head moments that they've had the whole rest of their time together, right?
I don't think he's got it in your head.
Okay.
I don't think he really is trying to get in your head. He's more, he's all focused inward.
Yeah, he's very,
yeah.
So we're trying to make him angry and
sad.
Okay.
I mean, like, at least that's the goal. You could just decide you're going to do something different, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think Leftwing just shrugs. He's like, look, if we're going to get anywhere with this, we're just going to have to fight. That's how this works. I mean, just talk with our hands, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't like losing? We'll just start with that, I guess.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Emoticon scoffs. And like you guys start fighting, right?
Yeah.
I think as you guys are fighting, you're just doing some normal brawling, sparring for the first bit, and Weightless is like starts being a little bit of a combat teacher for you, Leftwing and Emoticon, of being like no, punch this way, like use your leg next time. And Duplicity like nudges him and is like, dude. And Duplicity then is like, left wing, come on, start giving him some of the lines.
Yeah, he stops and looks at his notebook.
Yeah, maybe like roll your eyes and like pull out your notebook, and emoticon like, I think emoticon like stops. He's like, how
do you feel about all of the bad looks you've gotten ever since you blew it at the big tournament?
Emoticon looks at you like dumbfounded and like shakes his head like, what? And
I don't know,
Angel
man.
was like, the next one. Put your heart into it.
You're ugly. It's not on there, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's just like, that's not. It turns to the teachers, that's not on my list.
Write that. He just
President calls out and says, maybe it's time that we try to do more angry and afraid. We try to do more angry and afraid. And Duplicity is like, no, the lines are more about sadness, more about angry and sadness. Just try some of the lines, Left Wing.
Ooh.
I know that you don't like this, but I think Weightless is like just kind of shakes his head at all this, and he like walks over to like get a snack or something like that. And Scab, I think, is like, guys, I think we're being like, maybe we just let them be for a little bit. And Duplicity's like, are you serious? Angel put in so much work for that. And he's just like, yes, I put in so much work for that. And they all just
listen, guys, if you want this to go anywhere, y'all need to go away. All right, just get out of here.
They all look at you, and then they all look at each other, and they're like, you can't. I think Angel's one that says it. He says, you can't tell us what to do.
Do you want to get killed by Reaper? Get out of here.
Persuade with best interest. Actually, you know what? No, no. We're just gonna. They all look at each other. They look at you guys, and they're really hesitant at first, and then Director Nolan from the little box, he says, he like pushes a button, and nobody knew he was up there. Maybe it's like dark in there, and he just goes,
"What a creep!"
Do what he says. Give them a few minutes, and then he just like turns around and walks out of the box, and the rest of the teachers just like look around at each other and leave as well.
Yeah, I look at Doomseer.
I think Doomseer. Oh yeah. Do you expect her to leave as well?
Yeah, like I look at her like, bye. Right.
Yeah, Doomseer is like, don't you think I should stay?
The room will blow up. You'll feel it outside.
She's like, kind of shrugs and then looks at Emoticon expectantly, and Emoticon just kind of nods at him, or nods at her, and she walks out.
1 second, sorry.
Yep, you're good.
And we cover the quick over to Vulcan, and he dies. All right, back to Left Wing. Just gets slammed into the ground.
So I think he looks at Doomseer, like, this is gonna work. It's gonna be because we don't have any safety nets. Sorry.
She goes, no, I'll still keep these guys safe. Don't worry. And like kind of nods to Emoticon, like, yeah, I'll for sure feel it outside.
Roll my eyes like you didn't hear the thing I just said. All right, whatever.
Yeah, and she walks out of the room. And I think we get a shot of Doomseer, and she looks really like worried. And as soon as she closed the door, she just like sits with her back up against the door.
Yeah.
Like she's like trying to get as close to it as possible, just in case. But okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Like, all right, are you ready to try this for real?
Fear definitely is like flickering.
Yeah, look, man, I get it. There's a giant psychopath on the loose, and apparently you're the only one with enough balls to do anything about it, according to everybody else. Literally.
Oh man.
But don't cock this up. And he like puts his hands up again, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Emoticon he seems a bit defensive. Like before when he was like putting his arms up, it was more like it was combat, right? And
Sure.
he's more like closed in. Like he's really preparing for you to like wall up on him.
Yeah.
I think if we're going to do like, I mean, as you're obviously the goal here, I assume, is to like push him down his hero track, right? Like to give him like advancements.
I guess so.
I mean, I'm asking, right? Because
I don't know.
What we could do is we could describe a couple of fight things that you do, and then you roll on something where it's more like advancement. So like we're not triggering moves on the fight.
Yeah. I mean, the punches don't matter as much, right?
Right. But they got to be cool.
Right. Oh, hey, I forgot I had this.
Yeah, you got to move specifically for this, right?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I think we're gonna start fighting. And I mean, I guess the thing is, I don't want to just assume that I'm winning, right? Unless you're okay with that. But so I don't know.
For the beginning of this fight, absolutely, you're winning.
All right. So yeah, I think we go in and like Left Wing throws a punch and Mordecai goes to block it, and then he feints and just clocks him across the jaw and like kicks his leg in, and he falls. Yeah, and then he so like that was super obvious. You can't fall for stuff like that. Get up.
Yeah. And
then like he gets up and Left Wing like kicks him in the chest, and Mordecai grabs his foot, and then he does the twist thing where he like he jumps off Left Wing jumps with his other foot and like clocks Mordecai in the head, right?
Yep.
He's like, not that either. Get up. And like he's basically just bullying him, right? Kind of like Weightless does almost, because this is where he learned how to fight.
Yeah.
And basically he's just like trying to beat his confidence down, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if it quite makes sense, because the move is when you comfort or support someone by pointing out their mistakes. But I don't know if it's comforting or supporting, but it is kind of that. Like I'm trying to make him better through it.
Yeah. I agree with this. Yeah.
Well, I think it's what it's saying is you're comforting, supporting the move by pointing out their mistakes.
Yes.
Not being comforting and supporting at all, actually.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's the point. I think it's what the move is saying.
Okay. Cool. All right. Sorry. So comfort or support. What's the actual?
Okay.
That was a move that does things.
Logical angle. So the logical angle is just to do the comfort or support move, right? Well, so this would be more.
Wait, maybe it's not.
This is more the permanent one, which I have a thing for, like a special move for. Just gotta pull it up. It's more of a like I think on a 7 to 9 they hear you but they like overreact, or like they don't trust you, something like that.
Yeah, this does have market potential as an option for comfort or support, but
you try and help appear. Yeah, here we go.
Do you want me to
get stronger or overcome a personal obstacle?
Can I use logical angle to roll superior for that instead, since that's kind of what the move does?
Yes. That's yeah.
Cool.
We house rolled it. We decided on that previously. I remember at least.
Cool. Then we'll just keep that roll in. It's the same.
Yes.
So 7-9, they mark a personal advancement if you choose one. They believe you, but only because you've already proven yourself to them. You lose your influence over them. The topic's particularly sensitive, and they lash out at you. Mark a condition. What you say makes them angry and comfortable, just trusting the next time team would be added. Take 2 away. I mean, that might make sense. Actually, no. I want to take the other one. The topic is particularly sensitive, and they lash out at you. Mark a condition. I think that one makes sense.
Okay.
That pushes the scene where I think I'd like it to go.
Okay. Yeah. So you keep just beating on him, right? And he starts getting angry, right? He's putting starts fighting back with more ice abilities. Like at one point, like maybe like freezes your leg. but you just like teleport right out of it, and you just like kick him in the back or something like that. He starts getting really angry, and I think at a certain point, he just like yells out at you, and he's like, "What do you want? Why are you doing this to me? What do you want me to do?"
I don't want you to do anything, man. I'm just here because they told me to.
Really? Leftwing, you're just here because you don't want to get in trouble?
Yeah, buddy. That's why I'm here. Come on, get up.
Dang. Oh man, let me think this through. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out. All right, here's what we're gonna do. He gets mad, but at the same time, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stick it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you start to realize is that he starts to really try in this fight. He starts trying again and again. Every time you hit him down, he starts getting up like faster and faster. Like he's like just totally trying to win now. He's just getting really into it. And what you start to notice is that anger and driven start to crackle. So like maybe anger is in his chest and he's not really paying attention to the driven one, but the driven one starts to crackle. And you're like, okay, if I point it out, it's not going to work. But I mean, can you think of like maybe one last thing where you're like trying to orchestrate that? I can't.
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know if I think it's just an escalation, right? He's doing the same tactics, right? But now he's probably having to use his powers. We see him teleporting around, right? Because he's actually fighting again. It's not just fist fighting anymore. So yeah, maybe I can make we weren't doing the fighting anyways, but like, yeah, I think we're getting a glimpse again of what happened in the tournament, where it's clear that these two people build on each other. So like as the pace increases and like, you know, his ice blast increase, we see Leftwing teleporting more, and like we see it start stealing his power and like jump in and you know, hit him and then drop it again, right? And it starts to build in intensity like it did in the tournament. Excuse me. I think can I make the roll again and just try and push it again? Or do you want me to make a different roll first?
No, I think this is the role. I think you've succeeded. I think you're going to succeed. I just was wondering if there was something else to.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. In that case, I think basically it builds, but we see it instead of building in the way that it did where Leftwing won, it starts to tip the other way, right? And we see not necessarily that because Leftwing is not as good at this time, although I don't have my moment of truth this time, but it's like every time Emoticon hits Leftwing, we see it like he sort of like smiles a little bit, right? He cracks a smile a little bit and then pushes harder, and we see that escalate. But instead of Leftwing starting to warp around without teleport targets and all this kind of stuff, instead it's Emoticon building up, and I think we see like the pace builds to like, you know, intense again, and obviously we've got Driven popping in probably, unless you said he's actually using Driven, right? He's just using Angry. For
now, yeah.
Yeah, I think we see Leftwing smile, and he's like, he's prodding him now, right? Like, where was this at the tournament? And he's getting a little more into it. And then
I think actually I forgot I was going to try and do this. What we start to get is these back and forths between present time and flashback. As these are as the like Driven is crackling, we see Countess like getting cornered by Aftershock, and like he just keeps getting closer and closer, but she keeps like getting more and more unsteady and is having a harder time like getting like phasing through things and like honestly just like keeping consciousness. And I think maybe like the thing that kind of triggers like the last piece, like the thing that kind of tips her over the edge of like it looks like she's gonna die is one of the rocks from the civilians hits her, and she like falls to the ground, and she like looks and like she almost kills the civilian, and then she like stops herself, and she's like, and just like freezes up, like she doesn't know what to do, and then we see Emoticon like on the top of a building, and he jumps down. Nice. And we get a shot of like you jumping down at Emoticon, like you teleport above him and like jump down at him, and like axe kick him or something, and he like blocks it, and then we see Emoticon like about to fall on Aftershock, and he's going to do an axe kick, and Aftershock holds up an arm to block it, and we see like he like at first freezes his arm, and then like puts Driven into his chest, and then like dashes behind him, and then puts Anger back into his chest, and just like shoves a bunch of ice into his back. Nice. So then, but cutting back to what you were doing, we got to see them like duke it out a little bit, and like Emoticon takes like I think he should take a really hard hit from Aftershock. He like pushes a punch into him, and Emoticon like doesn't even feel it, and he's like, oh, weird, and then like ducks and like is about to like shoot some ice into his face or something like that, and Aftershock does this, and then like Emoticon like slams into a wall. But yeah, we cut back to you. I'm gonna have it happen with you first, where you finally push him over the edge. You're like, come on, where was this at the tournament? And you're like, come on, and he's like, come on, come on. And then we see Anger and the green. I think I had it be green. Driven, like
Well, I think if I think I got one more beat before they actually mix. If you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I'd like to see how this goes. So I think as it escalates, right? I think Emoticon injures Leftwing in some way, right? He shoots a piece of ice, and we see it like cut him, and like he starts to bleed. And I mean, I don't know. You tell me what Emoticon does, right? But like there's a pause in a second where he's like, it's just drawn blood, right?
Yeah, I think he like hesitates, and he waits for you. I think he like waits. Yeah, he's like, I just made you bleed. Like,
right?
Oh,
yeah.
like
So
he's about to say sorry.
Yeah, there's like a pause, and then Leftwing just like goes in for another punch, right? Just trying to take him off balance. And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. You tell me what Emoticon does.
I'd like think Emoticon just gets really angry at that. He's like, come on, like I just made you bleed. Like you don't care. He's so upset. And I think it's because he's confused. He's like, you just said you're here because the teachers told you to be here. I just made you bleed and you're fine. Right.
Yeah. And I think like we see like they scrap again, and then he gets hit again, like maybe deeper this time, right? We see like maybe like dislocates his shoulder, and he like pops it back in, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes again, and then I think we see Emoticon like do like a the Todor, is that his name, Todoroki?
Yeah.
Thing where he like encase something in ice, right?
Yeah.
And it like jerks Leftwing to a stop, and then Emoticon like hits him, and like it basically kind of has him on the ropes, right? Like he grabs him and like is like could hit him again or whatever.
Yeah.
But Leftwing keeps struggling. But I mean, let me know what does Emoticon do there? If he's basically won at this point, right? Like, but Leftwing is still struggling, right?
I think he starts yelling, and it's like it almost seems incoherent, where he's just like going back and forth, like keep trying to punch him, keep trying to ice him up, and he's just like, what do you want?
Yeah, I think we see Leftwing. He's starting to like kick into high gear too, and he teleports behind Emoticon without a target, right? And like it sweeps his leg, and then Emoticon like tackles him or whatever, and Leftwing grabs him and says, "I want to say I'm sorry. I was wrong. I don't know why Countess decided to train you, Emoticon, but I know you were telling the truth. After Reaper, when she found out you were still okay," and he like grabs his bleeding shoulder, right? It's like, "She ran to us both. She held you just like she held me. So I believe you now. She's the one that's got something to hide, not you. And I said the most awful things to you. I know I can't fix anything, but I can do this. And he like busts out of it and just starts wailing on Emoticon as hard as he can. And like basically he's pushing Emoticon and he won't stop fighting him no matter how injured he gets until Emoticon like snaps, right? And so he's just going to push him as hard as he possibly can.
Oof.
All right. That was so well written. I'm going to do something insane.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What happens next is he freezes for a second, and then sadness starts to crackle, and driven starts to crackle, and he says, "So that's it, huh?"
Yep.
Yeah. He's like, I'm trying to think what he would say. Yeah, that was wrong. Now let's push this. All right. Let's fix this. You got a Reaper to kill. And he like punches him in the face.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Actually, I think I'll come back a little bit, but this is gonna push him crazy. So what happened? So at that point in time, he releases all of this pent up emotional baggage that he's been holding. He like lets out a sigh with you as you punch him, and then driven snaps into his chest and mixes with anger. And I think like maybe like a tear falls too. Like as you like you like punch him, right? There's like a tear or two where like he's just releasing a ton of emotional baggage all of a sudden. But it starts with anger and driven or anticipation. And where you thought like maybe like where they thought that his driven emotion was like perception of time, it was actually reflexes. It was actually like it was actually speed in every sense, mind, body, and he speeds up to an unreal degree where you see like an after image. Nice. Like as he's like dashing back and forth, it's not a constant thing like Shorty, but like when he decides to move, you see like an after image and there's like ice trail. And then he just like explodes in ice in like several different directions and like binds you up, but you like basically have to like teleport just to stay alive. And you're starting to be like, holy crap. Yeah. And then he starts to like cry as this is all happening. He's like super careful not to kill you. Like I think you start to notice that like after you start teleporting some places, you look back and you notice that like the ice stopped before it like slit your throat or whatever. And you're like, oh, like he's actually in control of what's going on. And he just starts letting loose a bunch of emotional baggage. And then sadness also like snaps in as well. And all of the ice starts like exploding. He just starts letting loose.
And I mean, Left Wing definitely like pushed him, right? He's like, he's like, more, like, keep it going. And it's like, is that all you got? Like every time he gets hit with something, he like stands up and is like, just goes back in. Yeah,
I'm actually going to change that until, and there's no after image until sadness gets in there. And that's when there's like an energy after image.
Sure. Yeah.
As he's like dashing back and forth and he just becomes an unreal level.
Like phasing almost. Yeah.
Yes. And then I think at a certain point in time, he just like the arena is just like completely encased in ice. There's just ice everywhere. And he just like starts to slow down and just like releases all of it. And he looks at you and is kind of shaking. And he just says, thanks. And there's just like, he's just like ugly crying. Like at least he looks like he was ugly crying as he was doing all of that. There's just like tears streaming down his face. There's like snot coming out of his nose. Yeah. He just is. And he just like, I think maybe he just like sits down.
Yeah. I think we see Left Wing's like, he's got one eye swollen up. He's bleeding from like 6 places and he's limping, right? And he limps over and he puts his hand on Emoticon's shoulder and he says, you can do this, Emoticon. You take that stupid silver spoon and you save everybody else. And he like slumps down like next to him, right? Like on his knees, like maybe like sideways.
And I think he looks over at you, like he sees you're bleeding and stuff like that. And he doesn't feel sorry for you. He's just like, he's like grateful.
Yeah.
And I think that's the shift we get. So then we cut back to him fighting Aftershock.
Yeah.
He thinks back to this moment. And I think maybe like as you're coming over the horizon with what's her name? Skystrand, like you kind of see like, well, maybe Leftwing even like is waiting, like is anticipating, like, come on, emoticon, something like that.
Yeah.
And you see like the crowd that's like pushes, like, you know, pushing, right?
Yeah.
And then you see like an energy signature, and you see ice, and like kind of like you can see that there's a fight happening, but it's like behind a building. And you get there, and or I guess we cut back to Emoticon, and he has anger, he has driven, but I think not sadness. And he's like dodging and weaving. He's super fast. He's dodging all of Aftershock's attack. He's binding him up with ice. He's like piercing him through all of these things. Aftershock comes in for these incredible punches. It's just shattering ice everywhere. Maybe even like killing civilians that are like trying to get close and attack Countess. And at the same time, Emoticon keeps coming back and like picking up Countess and moving her out of the way, moving her to a different place, keeping her safe at the same time, super fast. And then as like at one of the times he's holding Countess, he forces himself to really take a second to look at her. And then sadness comes in as well. And all of the ice that was around, that's near Aftershock, just explodes on him. And Aftershock just like explodes into a wall. And I think maybe even the entire building just collapses. Like it's just so much damage and destruction. The building just collapses on top of Aftershock.
Nice.
And I think I think Emoticon like has to like bust a move to like save some of the civilians that like would have been crushed by it, and like just barely gets them out in time, and like one of them like stabs him in the arm or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I think at that point I probably look at Skystrand and I'm like, we need to get those people out of there. He's got this handled. And then I'm like, are you ready? And I'm gonna try and swap places with Push. So she can eliminate him and the people can leave.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. Roll freak.
Okay. Can I unmark guilty and make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt?
Oh, heck yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, can I unmark insecure, take foolhardy action without talking to your team? I told all the teachers to leave. I don't know if that counted. My plan was basically to just get almost killed, which I realize is similar to guilty. So like, it's cool if that's too much overlap, but it just, I wasn't like part of the plan, which is why I mentioned it.
I guess I'll leave that one. I think you can unmark angry though, because you hurt Emoticon.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's good because I think. Oh, never mind. I wasn't sure if any of those are gonna screw up my freak roll or not. But
oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Can I can I spend a team on Hair Lady to
sure.
Get a 10? Thanks.
Yeah, I think like I don't know how maybe can I say that like she points out that there's somebody that he's forcing to act as like a stand-in for him, and he's like, wait, that's not him, it's that one.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm like, all right,
that was close one.
Tie me up with your hair and stuff. No, don't make it weird. And then, basically, you're going to have her put me in a chokehold and then swap with him. And then she can just already be choking him out, right?
Yeah, she's like, you're a strange kid. But so you swap places with him. She just constricts him until he passes out, and then just keeps holding him.
Yeah, and then it's just like everybody run.
Yeah. They're all like, what? It seems like the destruction. They all start running.
Yeah, proceed in an orderly format, or just run. Go that way.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll kind of cut there. I think maybe you see Emoticon like sitting with Countess, and she. I think maybe like you see that they're like having a moment where like Countess like puts up a hand like to Emoticon's face and like wipes away one of his tears or something like that. And do you approach?
No, although I think I'd like to like make eye contact with either of them, honestly, and then like just give them a nod, and then like go with the civilians, right, and try and clear things out, try to help people get hurt, whatever.
I think Countess is too like beaten, so I think you give a nod to Moticon. Yeah.
Just meet eyes, and I just give him a nod, and then go the other way.
Yeah. So we cut to Vulcan. His foot has been grabbed by Reaper. What do you do?
Well, I guess I'll die. Probably just, since I've already committed to this part of the thing, like I just let the boot of my armor fall off.
Yeah.
Right? That's probably the easiest way. Is that a roll?
Freak, unleash your powers.
Yeah, wield my powers with this precision and grace.
No, I think this is
yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah, the what it gives me doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay,
all right.
Marker condition, or I'll tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
I'll mark a condition.
Easiest decision of your life, right? Yeah, so I think like you see he like is starting to unleash some of that like solar energy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's about to like explode it on you, and you just release the foot, and then it just he falls back, and then it like explodes the foot, right?
Right.
And I think Omnimorph like is able to get away fast enough then. And
yeah, I'd like to think that the last shot we get is he grabs my foot, the boot comes off, we just see him fall, and then we just see like as the boot
like it's almost like he's doing it out of anger.
Yeah, exactly. We just see it like toss it and boom, shrapnel everywhere. And we just see him like fall down, right?
Yeah. And I think maybe he does like a bubblegum strand as well, but like Omnimorph just like dodges it. And so because he has so many powers, like
obviously he's trying.
He tries really hard. And then I think we see him land like right near where the base was.
Yep.
And he just like, we don't see his face. He's just like looking down. And I think Omnimorph like I try to decide. I think he can make a mouth on the missile. I've been trying to decide if he can do that or not. I think he can.
He's just a cartoon character.
Yeah, basically. And he just is like, that was a crazy close one.
That's obviously what Omnimorph does as like a side job. He plays like cartoon characters for commercials and stuff, like any kids programming. He's just like a living anthropomorphic object or whatever.
Yeah. So okay, I think we cut away from Vulcan and Omnimorph. Go ahead.
What was the last thing that he said there? I had a response, but I won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says that was a crazy close one.
Mm-hmm. And we see I marked angry as the last thing there. So Vulcan is just like, we cannot let them do this again. We have to be smarter. They have played us all for fools.
Yeah.
I think probably actually what happens is Omnimorph flew away. Omnimorph flew away with the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm actually going to veto that.
Veto
what you just said.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you why, because that's exactly what you would expect, right?
Sure.
I think instead, Vulcan just kind of looks down after Reaper, like curious and like interested. And Omnimorph is like, "Are you okay?" And Vulcan just says, "Yes, I'm fine."
In before Vulcan's the real main bad guy because he finds out that humans shouldn't rule each other and that Reaper would be a better and more for mankind.
Which condition do I mark then? Angry, guilty, or hopeless?
Hopeless.
Okay. Yeah. I like to think that the very last thing we see is Omnimorph flying in a missile, but then we see my alien craft.
Oh,
and
sure,
just, land inside there and then fly off that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. I don't have to ride a missile all the way back.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, the craft would have been around here somewhere, but
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. I think I described that, but not this session, not this episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So cut back to Bastian and Dragon. Bastian, Dragon is trying to kill Quagmire, who has surrendered. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and do kind of like the gimp suit maneuver that Leftwing and I developed.
You do what Avatar, what Aang does to Ozai. At the very end of the fight, he like puts one arm in earth and drags it down, and then the other arm, and he goes to breathe fire, and he like pushes his head down or whatever it was. Can't remember.
You're just gonna try and lock the armor. Lock him up. Yeah,
and then like kind of like constrict.
I forgot about that.
Constrict like his neck to make him pass out.
Are you sure?
What do you mean? Am I sure? Like put him in a headlock with the arm.
All right.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Oh, just think of the consequences with your relationship with Dragon. But okay, yeah, do it.
Well, he's an angry boy right now.
Yeah, definitely. Boy. Yeah. Let me think.
Wield my powers.
Wield your powers. Grace. Yeah, wield your powers. Go ahead.
Yeah, this seems like a very precision, dangerous kind of thing.
Yeah. Hiya! Oh wait, hiya! Well, that's neat.
All right.
He's very mad at me.
Yeah, you choose one, right? I assume neutralize an opponent or threat, at least for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you do that, and I think Morningstar kind of like walks over after you've like put him out, and I think Quagmire is like like laughing to himself, like never was in control of his emotions, that one. And Morningstar. Oh, go ahead.
It's like, then I kill him. His guard is down.
Yeah, he's my kill.
Neither am I.
Yeah, Morningstar walks over to him, and he looks at you, Bastian, and he says, "I think it would be more humane if you did it." Basically, telling you to put him unconscious.
Oh, so you're just telling him to kill him?
Make him roll something so I understand that he isn't telling me to kill him.
Pierce the mask, Jared, and then murder him when you fail.
That'd be crazy.
Can I pierce the
just expelled?
Can I pierce the mask and then fail?
No. I think you get what he's saying.
Oh, I don't know. He's conditioned.
Okay. Well, I mean, Bastian just look confused. Like he doesn't quite get what he's saying. I think Morningstar says, incapacitated. And he looks at you like, what did you think? Never mind.
I do the thing.
Okay, yeah. Just like do the same thing you did to Dragon, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And is Lightbringer still there? Can I do it to him too?
Blightbringer.
Blightbringer.
Oh, so Blightbringer, Morningstar put out. Like he made him pass out by intense heat.
Yeah, I want to put him in a suit too.
Oh, okay, yeah, like restrain him. Oh, yeah, definitely. And then I think Morningstar says, "Can you fly?"
Yeah.
He says, "Take them up. Let's go." And you guys both fly away. Oh, I guess he grabs Dragon. Yeah, he grabs Dragon. Well, I guess maybe you could do Dragon too. You could just telekinetic all three of them.
Yeah, I ain't letting him touch Dragon. They're weird.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he just is like, let's go, and flies away. Well, with that, we have reached our time. But I'm going to get what?
Nice to finally get to play again.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide. Think about what you want to do your end of mission moves to be. Notice the change.
Connor has to nerf us. We're too powerful.
That's right. I'm trying to decide what I want to try and get before we.
I was unconscious the whole time. I don't know if I get anything.
You watched Vulcan do all this stuff, right? Telepathically. You can
it can
give
affect you, right?
influence give
You could
influence
get
to the
closer
missile
to
guy.
Vulcan.
I don't know. I feel like you
could grow closer with
away
Vulcan.
from
You
Vulcan.
literally experience something that he experienced, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think maybe the reason that you were like, oh, she's so angry, maybe it's because Palladium's angry subconsciously. And in your dream, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to say this. And then instead you say that and you're really confused. And then you wake up.
Yeah. Because wow. Palladium saw himself as Vulcan the whole time for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, so we see Palladium say that, and then we see Vulcan say something else.
Yeah. I like that a lot. That's really cool.
Oh, man, that's really good.
All right, yeah, I guess I'll choose grow closer to the team, and Vulcan maybe feel well, I guess I do want potential, but I almost feel like it makes more sense to do grow away from Vulcan.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe that moment isn't enough for Palladium to feel that way. I feel like it's more of like that's a weird thing rather than because he doesn't understand.
He's an alien, There's some weird things.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So I'll give influence to Vulcan, which means he gets to shift my labels because he is obviously an adult and already has influence. Yep. And then I get to clear condition or mark potential. All my conditions are going to come back once I get back to consciousness, so I'll just mark potential. All right. Hey, got an advancement. Nice.
Ooh. Did you guys have yours decided as well?
I don't know if any of them really make sense because I only interacted with two non-combat.
Grow into your own image of yourself.
Yeah.
You can change one of your labels or just change one that's locked and just be like, okay.
Oh, I can just do that?
Yeah. I mean, you don't get anything, right? It's just
nothing happens.
It's a moot point.
Can I make mundane -3?
Nope.
No.
Leftwing, do you have an answer?
I mean, I probably grow closer to emoticon, I guess. He already has
I guess.
So, I mean, yeah, it's the only one that makes sense, right?
Mundane up.
You're just looking at the ones that I don't have locked?
No, I haven't looked at yours. Mundane up. Danger down? Yeah, he's not seeing as much of a threat anymore. Mundane up, danger down.
Okay.
Okay. Does that actually work?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Crazy. Yep. Okay. Well. Can I have 5 minutes?
I got 5 minutes.
Or is it next time?
Yeah.
We sure?
That was me.
Yeah. All right. We'll get one last thing. We might wrap up some of the other scenarios next time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back to Botanist, Dynamo, and Roulette.
Right.
Dynamo's blasts are tearing gaps through the forest. Botanist keeps rebuilding faster than they can destroy. Bark plates layered over muscle on top of him. Roots are intercepting debris midair. Whole trees bending to shield him. And Roulette fires his last round. Click. Empty. He exhales slowly, looks at the revolver, and then at Botanist. And he says, "This needs an ending." He ejects the cylinder. 1 bullet. Just 1. He sets it into a single chamber with deliberate care, closes it back up, spins it once, not wildly, just enough. The click of it settling into place sounds final. He raises the gun, and he points it at Botanist. "This isn't between me and you," Roulette says softly, and he pulls the trigger. Click. No flinch, and he turns the gun inward, presses it to his own temple. Dynamo tenses as he's like protecting him with explosions, and Botanist lurches forward with more and more vines becoming more aggressive, and Roulette pulls the trigger. Click. And he lowers it. Back to Botanist. Click. To himself. Click. The forest lurches forward. Botanist is gaining ground. Dynamo is struggling to keep up. Back to Botanist. Click. The 5th shot. 1 chamber left. Roulette knows it. You can see it in the way his breathing shifts. He turns the gun to his own head, the 6th chamber, the one that should fire. For a fraction of a second, there's doubt in his eyes. Then, no way. He softens it into a smile, small but certain, and he whispers, I understand. He pulls the trigger. Click! Silence. 6 chambers, 1 bullet, it should have fired, and it didn't. Roulette lowers the gun slowly. The smile grows. Not wild, but reverent. He turns the revolver back toward Botanist. The cylinder should be empty. There should be nothing left. And he doesn't say anything at first. Then almost gently he says, I was chosen. He pulls the trigger. The gun roars. Not a misfire correction, not a delayed round, a full, violent discharge. The recoil snaps his arm back. The bullet tears forward like it is somewhere it is always intended to be. Botanist reacts instantly. Bark armor thickens, vines braid, roots surge upward. The bullet punches through the first layer cleanly. The second explodes into splinters. A tree trunk swings into its path, shattered. Roots snap like thread. It hits Botanist's chest and buries. Then it blooms, metal peeling outward like a flower inside of him. The impact caves his armor inward and erupts out of his back in a spray of wood and blood. And Shorty arrives just in time to see Botanist's already dead body being lurched backwards into a bed of plants and flowers. The forest surges and then stops. Dead quiet. Shorty's small enough that nobody can see him yet. Dynamo stares at the smoke that's curling from the revolver. There were 6. Roulette checks the cylinder calmly. 1 spent casing, 5 untouched chambers. He closes it gently. It only needed 1. He holsters the gun. Shorty zooms in, grabs, he zooms in, trips, falls because of his bad knee, and then he remembers what Palladium said to him. You're a hero. You're already a hero, and you're going to save more people. In a frantic, shocked, but also like terrified and like sad, like it's absolutely hopeless, he remembers those words, and he gets back up. And he zooms in and picks up Botanist's body. And he goes super fast while he's little, and then gets bigger to get a better grip so he doesn't like lose Botanist's body that's like too big to carry, right? And he keeps like shrinking and getting bigger until he's safe. And Roulette and Dynamo are just like confused. Like they don't even see what happened. They're just like, his body should be here. We need to bring him back to Reaper. What did you do, Roulette? And Roulette just kind of smiles to himself. And we cut. And the last thing that we'll get is we go inside of the digital sphere and we zoom into that zip folder and we hear screams of anguish and pain. And then we cut.
What? You shouldn't have opened it.
Yeah, we see some partially created folder with half of a person unzipped.
Oh man,
Roulette is my favorite villain.
Nice.
All
That
right,
was fun.
let's cut it there.
All right, there you go. It's been Heroes in Training. We're out. Adios.